Hello everyone, welcome back to another taekook. So this is Top Taehyung. Hope you will love it. So without any delay, let's start it. The night was cold. Rain fell lightly, but not enough to wash away the weight of fear that clung to Jungkook. He held his adopted daughter close. Her little fingers curled around his hoodie. Her eyes were wide and trusting, not understanding the danger that lurked in the shadows. Jungkook whispering, "Shh, it's okay, Ru. Daddy is here. I'll keep you safe, I promise." The sound of the door slamming behind him echoes through the empty apartment. His ex, angry, followed him like smoke, threatening to choke everything peaceful in their world. Ex yelling from the door, "You think you can leave me? You're nothing without me. You think you can take her too?" Jungkook shaking, holding Ru tighter. I don't care anymore. Not ever again. He ran, rain soaking his hair, his hoodie sticking to his skin, his heart pounding faster than his legs could carry him. He didn't look back, but the shadow of the past clung to him like chains. He barely noticed the car headlights approaching until everything blurred. His legs gave out, his body hit the cold. Rue's tiny cry pierced the night. Rue softly crying, "Daddy." Jungkook gasping was weak. I can't, not now. Then the shadow appeared, a man stepping out from the rain, eyes sharp but not cruel. He catch Jungkook's fall with calm hands, steady and strong. Stranger firmly, "Hey, stay with me, don't close your eyes, not now." Jungkook consciousness faded. Rue's soft sobs were the last thing he heard before darkness swallowed him. Taehyung carried Jungkook and Rue to his car. He didn't know this man, this child, yet something about them drew him in. Maybe it was the helplessness in Jungkook's face, maybe it was the soft coming cooing of Rue clinging to life and warmth. Taehyung softly, almost to himself, "You are safe now. You don't have to run anymore." He looked down at the tiny baby in Jungkook's arms, eyes glimmering with conscious trust. He didn't know how or why, but he knew he had to protect them, and somehow he didn't want to let them go. Hours later, Jungkook woke in Taehyung's apartment, warm blankets, tea beside him, the faint smell of lavender and coffee, and Ru asleep tucked in beside him. Jungkook heard Sia whispering, where am I?" Taehyung calm, steady, "Safe. From now on, you are safe. I found you on the streets." Jungkook gasping was trembling. Why? Why would you help me?" Taeyong shrugged, but his eyes doesn't lie because no one should be left to face this alone. Not you, not the baby. Jungkook felt tears burn in his eyes. He wanted to argue, to tell the stranger to leave, to keep his distance, but he couldn't. Something in Taeyong's presence was calming, protective, different from the cruelty. The morning after, sunlight filtered through the blinds. Rue stirred in her sleep, tiny arms stretching. Jungkook watched her, hesitant, afraid. He had never known peace, never dared to hope. Jungkook softly whispering, "Rue, Daddy, we might be okay." Taehyung appeared in the doorway, leaning casually by his watchful. "Taehyung, she is awake." "Want me to make breakfast?" Jungkook stammering. I can try myself." Taehyung smiling faintly. "No, you have been through too much. Sit, let me handle it." Jungkook hesitated. His pride whispered, "I'm not weak," but the exhaustion in his limbs and the fear in his chest told him otherwise. He nodded quickly, and for the first time in months, he let someone care for him. As days passed, Jungkook tried to keep his distance. He didn't know this man didn't trust easily. And yet Taehyung never pushed. Always there, always steady. Jungkook, why are you helping us? You don't even know me. Taehyung, I know enough. No one deserves what you went through, and I'm going anywhere. Jungkook chest tightens. This man was not like anyone else. No cruelty, no threats, only care, and that scared him more than the past ever. Ru giggling, reaching for Taehyung. Uncle. Jungkook froze. The baby called him uncle, not daddy, not even her father's name, and yet the trust in her eyes, his small voice cut through his defense. Hey, look at that Taehyung. His voice barely whispered. Jungkook, she likes you. Taehyung kneeling to Ruth's level, smiling softly. I like her too. A lot. Jungkook heart twisted, dangerous. And for the first time, he wondered if it was okay to let someone in. Taehyung's calm demeanor wasn't just kind kindness. Rumors swelled. People whispered about his rivalry with Jungkook's ex, about revenge, about grudges. Jungkook turns whispering to Taehyung one night. Everyone thinks you are using me for revenge. Taehyung leaning closer, voice low but sincere. Let them think what they want. And for the first time, he wondered if it was on. I'm not here for revenge, I'm here for you and her. Jungkook wanted to argue, he wanted to reject this strange man who had stolen his quiet heart, but Rose and in his the soft trust in her eyes, the silenced it silenced him. Jungkook softly, almost to himself, I don't know if I can trust again. Taeyong gently but firmly, then we will take it slow. No rush, I will stay. Every step you don't have to face anything alone anymore. Jungkook's lips trembled. He nodded, a single start but the beginning of something real. The morning sunlight spreads softly through the blinds. Ruh giggled, crawling towards Jungkook's chest, her little hands clinging to his hoodie. Jungkook sighed, exhausted but grateful, as they entered the kitchen with breakfast in his hand. Taehyung, morning, I made eggs and toast just the way you like. Jungkook quietly, eyes on Ruh. Thanks, Ruh crawling to Taehyung, giggling. Ruh, Uncle Tae, eat with me. Taehyung smiling, kneeling to her level. Of course, Princess. Jungkook watched them, his heart twisted, his chest ached with an unfamiliar warmth. He wasn't used to care, he wasn't used to love. And yet, seeing Taehyung smile like this, gentle, protective, patient, something inside him loosened. Later, Jungkook tried to leave the apartment for some fresh air, his hands trembling as he walked down the street. Memories of his ex, the yelling, the threats, the control flashes like knives in his mind. Jungkook muttering to himself, I can't go back, not ever. Suddenly a shadow fell across him, a man tall and familiar, his ex's associate glared at him, smirking. Ex's associate thought you could run, thought you could hide your little treasure. Jungkook's chest tightened, panic rose, he froze, his mind blank. Then a strong hand grabbed his arm, pulling him behind a wall. You are done, scaring him. Access associate mocking. And who are you? Some hero? You have no idea who you are messing with. Taeyong cold, calm. Try me. The man hesitated. There was something in Taeyong's eyes, unflinching, controlled, that made him step back. Taeyong's presence alone screamed danger. He backed off and finally left. Jungkook was shaking, whispering, Thank you. You. I thought. Taehyung firmly gripping his shoulders. Don't ever think you are alone. Not ever. Not again, Jungkook's Taehyung firmly gripping his shoulders. Don't ever think you are alone. Not ever. Not again. Jungkook's eyes brimmed with tears, but he didn't dare to let them fall. He only nodded, hiding behind the weight of his relief and lingering fear. Back at apartment, Ru played on floor, stacking blocks. Jungkook sat beside her, watching her tiny hands work, and Taehyung leaned against the doorway, arms crossed. Jungkook, why do you care so much? You barely know me. Taehyung shrugs, but voice soft. I don't need to know everything to know you deserve better, and her too. You both deserve safety, peace, happiness. Jungkook was breaking. I have never had that, not ever. I don't know if I can trust anyone. Taehyung kneeling to meet his eyes. Then start small. Let me in. Let me show you. It's okay to feel safe again. No rush. Jungkook's lips trembling. His swelled heart, his chest tight. Jungkook, I want to, but it's hard. Taehyung gently. I know. That's why I'm staying. Every step, every Jungkook's eyes softened, a fragile thread of hope weaving into his chest. He glanced at Ru, sleeping peacefully now, and felt something stir inside him, a pride to protect, a desire to protect, to love, to heal his past. Jungkook slowly let himself breathe, slowly let himself feel, but the past was never far behind. One night, a call came through a text from his ex. Text, you can't hide forever. She's mine, and so you are. Jungkook froze, panic rose. He dropped the phone, tears threatening again. Jungkook, Ru, what if he came for us again? Taehyung crouches beside him, his hand gripping Jungkook's shoulder firmly, unwavering. Taehyung, then I will stop him. I don't care what it takes. You don't have to face it alone, not ever. Jungkook looked at him, heart pounding, not just with fear but with a confusion growing through warmth he didn't understand. The walls he had built around his heart began to crack slowly, painfully, beautifully. The next morning, Taehyung made breakfast again. He noticed Jungkook linger, exhausted and still pale from lack of sleep. Theo, you need rest. Let me handle the baby. You said it. Don't ever think about it. Jungkook hesitated. I can manage. Taehyung is smiling faintly with authority. No arguments. It. Jungkook finally relented, sitting down. Taehyung handed him a plate, and for a brief moment they sit in silence, comfortable, unspoken, healing. Ru crawled onto Jungkook's lap, giggling, reaching for his chin. Jungkook's heart swelled, and he realized how much he had missed having someone care, truly care. Jungkook whispering almost to himself, maybe it's okay to feel safe again. Taeyong leaning closer by slow. It's more than okay. You deserve it, and I will make sure you get it. Something unspoken past between them, trust, a friendly connection, a spark that neither dared name yet. The morning light was pale, filtered through thick clouds. Jungkook waked to the sound of Ro giggling softly, stacking her tiny blocks, but something in his chest didn't let him relax. The X threat still lingered in his mind. Jungkook whispering to himself, he's coming, I know he's coming. Taeyong appeared from the kitchen carrying a tray of breakfast. Taeyong softly noticing Jungkook's tense expression, did he contact you again? Jungkook nodding, voice trembling. Yeah, he said he would find us. I don't know what to do. Taeyong kneeling beside him, tone firm but calm. Then we will make sure he never can. You and Ru are not going back, not now, not ever. Jungkook looked at Taehyung, heart pounding not just with fear but with something else, something warming and strong, a protection he didn't feel in years. Hours later, Hours later, his ex arrived at Tang's building, flanked by men he expected to intimidate, to demand, to hurt, but Tang was waiting, calm, confident, and dangerous. Ex mocking, sneering. So this is where you have been hiding, pathetic. Thought you could take him from me. Thank God. Wise like steel, he is not yours. He never was. And if you touch him or her again, I swear you will regret it. The ex laughed, stepping forward, but Theo moved faster with a single commanding glance and a few price words. The ex and his men froze, realizing they were no match. The threat crumbled under Theon's seat, presents Theon leave and never come back, or next time I wouldn't warn you. The ex failed, defeated, humiliated, and he retreated. Jungkook was his chest tight, heart threatening. He didn't fully understand why, but relief washed over him like a dull wave. Jungkook softly, voice trembling. You, Taehyung stepping closer, voice softer now. We saved each other. You don't have to be afraid anymore. The night Jungkook sat on the couch, Ru asleep in his arms. Taehyung Porty then joined him silently. For the first time, Jungkook felt he could breathe without fear. Even if only for a moment, Jungkook whispering was barely audible. I don't know how to thank you for everything. Taeyong is smiling faintly. You don't have to just stay. Let me stay. That's enough for me. Jungkook's chest tightened and he realized his heart was beating faster. Not from fear, but from something else. Something soft and intoxicating. Jungkook, I think I'm starting to trust you again. Taeyong reaching for Ruth's tiny hand, then softly to Jungkook. Good, because you will never be alone again. Not you, not her, nor ever. Jungkook's lips trembled for the first time. He dared to hope that love, trust, true, safe, and warm was possible. Days turned into weeks, then didn't rush. He stayed through small routines, cooking, cleaning, helping with Ru, quiet laughter, and shared. Jungkook began to notice the little things, how things eyes softened when Ru giggled, how his hand lingered near his, subtle smiles while teasing Ru, giggling, pointing at Taehyung. Uncle Tae, fairy face, Taehyung making a silly face, causing Ru to laughter harder. I'm funny because of you, Princess. Jungkook smiling softly, watching. Yeah, you are funny. Taeyong glancing at him, a teasing spark in his eyes. Taeyong playfully, funny enough to steal your heart too. Jungkook felt heart rise in his cheeks, his heart settled, a slow, warm flutter he hadn't felt in years. Jungkook softly, almost whispering, maybe you already did. Taeyong smiling wider, leaning closer, voice low, teasing Taeyong good, because I don't plan on giving it back. Jungkook laughed softly, sigh but light. For the first time, he felt safe, loved, and wanted. The walls around his heart has begun to fall, and he welcomed the warmth Taeyong offered. The night Jungkook couldn't sleep, he held her close. Watching her peaceful face, Taeyong sat beside him, silently brushing a damp strand of hair from Jungkook's forehead. Jungkook whispering was trembling. I never thought I could feel this safe, this happy. Taeyong softly, almost a whisper. You deserve it, all of it, and I'm not letting go. Jungkook's chest tightened. He leaned slightly into Taeyong's. The contact, gentle but electrifying. Taeyong's hand hovered, then lightly brushed against Jungkook's, subtle but intentional. Jungkook's breath catch. Jungkook softly, Taehyung gently teasing, brushing a kiss over Jungkook's forehead. No words, just stay here with me. Jungkook nodding, heart pounding. That night they stay close, silent, intimate, connecting without needing words. The baby slept between them. The danger has passed. The fear was gone. Only warmth, only trust, only love. Weeks later, the apartment was filled with laughter, sunlight, and a small, everyday joy ran between them, giggling as Jungkook and Taehyung shared a cup of tea in the living room. The past has not disappeared, but in no longer controlled them. Ru excitedly, Daddy, Uncle Tae, look, Jungkook is smiling, heartful. Wow, you are amazing, princess. Taehyung teasing, hand brushing Jungkook's shoulder. She learned it from someone, maybe her dad. Jungkook laughed heartwarm, realizing Taehyung's hand lingering on his shoulder was no longer fascinating, but comforting, teasing inviting. He glanced at Taehyung, lips curled, carved in a soft, knowing smile. Jungkook, maybe it's okay, I love you. Taehyung grinning, first teasing, finally you took. They laughed together, not in the bitter, fascinated laughs, but the past, but warm, full of life, laughter. Their hearts were free, their family was whole, and love, slow, steady, intense, and teasing, had finally found its home. Taeyong softly leaning closer was playful now. Maybe next time you will let me steal more than you trust. Jungkook blushing, smiling, try me, but you will have to earn it. And for the first time in years, Jungkook felt safe in someone else's arms. Truly, completely, beautifully, the end. Before anyone of you ask me about Jungkook and his ex relationship, I just wanna tell you all that there was no skinship between them, so you don't have to worry about it. I will see you again. Bye bye.